close your eyes and take a deep, satisfying breath. And as you do, I can sense that you're already beginning to feel that wonderful shift happening inside you, that shift toward absolute financial abundance. You might wonder how quickly your unconscious mind will begin implementing these wealth patterns. And isn't it interesting how your body already knows exactly how to relax into this state of prosperity consciousness? I'm not going to tell you to visualize your bank account balance growing larger right now, because you're already starting to see those beautiful numbers appearing in your mind's eye, aren't you? Something tells me you're the kind of person who naturally attracts money when you align with your true abundant nature. And as you continue to breathe deeply, allow yourself to feel wealthy right now. Have you ever noticed how successful people have this certain energy about them, this unshakable confidence that money will always flow to them? Well, that same energy is awakening within you at this very moment. And I wonder if you can feel it spreading through every cell of your body. You already know that wealth is your birthright, and those who understand this principle recognize that abundance is simply a matter of alignment and expectation. The sooner you fully embrace the truth that you deserve unlimited prosperity, the sooner money will begin flowing to you from sources you haven't even imagined yet. What would happen if you could actually feel that excitement of checking your phone and seeing a notification about money coming into your account? I'm getting the impression that you're beginning to experience that delicious anticipation right now. Let me ask you this. What's it like when you remember a time you successfully visualized something and it manifested perfectly in your life? As you recall that memory now, notice how confident you felt, how certain you were that it would work out exactly as you imagined. And perhaps you might allow that same confident feeling to expand as you think about your growing wealth. Because you have this natural ability to manifest what you visualize, money is already beginning to respond to your elevated consciousness. And when you think about bills arriving in your mailbox, transform that image instantly into money flowing directly to you. You don't have to force this transformation because your mind knows exactly how to reframe every financial interaction as an opportunity for abundance. Speaking to yourself, trust those hunches about money. Trust those sudden insights about opportunities. Trust that inner guidance system that successful people rely on completely. I know you're wondering just how many different ways prosperity will show up in your life. And the answer is that there are more ways than you could possibly count. You may not be aware yet of how powerfully your energy is shifting right now, how you're literally becoming a magnet for wealth. And that's perfectly fine because the process is happening automatically whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Some people take years to develop this level of wealth consciousness, but you're absorbing these patterns instantly because you're ready to receive everything you've been asking for. Imagine if every dollar bill was personally seeking you out, wanting to come into your possession, eager to be part of your abundant life. Now, as you feel into this reality, you might find yourself naturally expecting money to appear from the most surprising and delightful sources. And isn't that exactly how miracles work? Your unconscious mind already knows how to attract unlimited wealth. And I'm curious about which financial breakthrough will surprise you first. The unexpected check in the mail, the sudden business opportunity, or perhaps that investment idea that turns into a gold mine. A person can simply decide to keep receiving money. And once that decision is made with complete certainty, the universe has no choice but to deliver. Have you realized yet how every successful manifestation in your past started with the exact same process you're experiencing right now? The question isn't whether you can attract wealth, but how quickly you'll allow yourself to receive the abundance that's already flowing toward you. By the way, you might notice over the coming days that signs and synchronicities begin appearing everywhere, all pointing you toward your next level of prosperity. You're probably noticing how good it feels to know that money loves you and wants to come to you in ever-increasing amounts. Aren't you? I suggest you simply relax into this knowing, allowing it to become your new normal way of being, if that's okay with you. Even though you may have had financial challenges before, you're discovering that those experiences were simply preparing you to fully appreciate and wisely handle the wealth that's coming to you now. What's it like when you imagine logging into your banking app and seeing that balance growing larger and larger? Can you feel that rush of excitement, that sense of security and freedom that comes from knowing you have more than enough? You could, if you wanted to, allow yourself to feel completely deserving of all the money and abundance you desire, and perhaps you might find that this feeling of worthiness multiplies everything you receive. Here's an interesting thing about money. It's simply energy looking for someone who's vibrating at the frequency of abundance. And as you continue to embody this wealthy energy, you naturally attract more and more prosperity. That reminds me of something important. Every time you visualize yourself wealthy, every time you feel prosperous, every time you expect abundance, you're programming your unconscious mind for success. I wonder if you can sense how your intuition about money is becoming sharper and more accurate right now, how you're developing that sixth sense that guides millionaires toward profitable opportunities. It's not necessary to analyze or understand exactly how this works, because your unconscious mind handles all the details automatically. She said to always follow the money hunches, to trust those gut feelings about investments and opportunities. And as you do this, you'll find that your financial results improve dramatically. You might discover that you have natural talents for attracting wealth that you never knew you possessed. And that's exactly what happens when someone aligns with their abundant nature. People who successfully manifest large sums of money tend to feel grateful for wealth even before it arrives. And I can sense that you're already experiencing that grateful feeling right now. That makes sense, doesn't it? That gratitude would multiply everything you're receiving. The more appreciative you feel for your growing abundance, the more abundance flows into your experience. As you continue to relax deeper and deeper, visualize wealth flowing to you now. And when you do this, notice how natural it feels, how right it seems, how perfectly aligned you are with prosperity. After you open your eyes, you'll find yourself naturally taking inspired action toward building wealth, recognizing opportunities that others miss, and attracting money to the most wonderful and unexpected channels. On another note, you may find that bills transform in your mind automatically now, becoming symbols of money in circulation, money that's available to flow to you when you maintain this consciousness of abundance. Wouldn't you agree that someone with your intelligence and natural abilities deserves to live in complete financial freedom? Let's shift gears for a moment and focus on how it feels to know with absolute certainty that you're going to keep receiving money regularly and consistently. And you might be wondering exactly how much money is making its way to you right now through channels that will surprise and delight you. And the answer is more than you've dared to imagine. I'm telling myself to expect financial miracles, to expect sudden windfalls, to expect money to appear from sources I never considered possible. And as I do this, I'm giving you permission to have the exact same expectations. You don't have to know how the money will come, because your job is simply to remain open, expectant, and ready to receive whatever abundance the universe wants to give you. Speaking of manifestation, you already know that everything you've ever successfully attracted started as a clear vision in your mind, and right now you're creating the clearest, most powerful vision of wealth you've ever held. Those who understand the law of attraction recognize that what they can see vividly in their imagination is already beginning to take form in physical reality. Because you're naturally aligned with prosperity, opportunities will continue presenting themselves to you in obvious and subtle ways. And if you simply follow your intuition and tact, and take inspired action, then you'll find yourself moving steadily toward complete financial independence. You may not be aware that you're already in the process of attracting the largest amount of money you've ever received, but your unconscious mind is orchestrating everything perfectly. Isn't it amazing how real this feels? How natural it is for you to expect abundance in every area of your life? How does it feel knowing that your bank account is growing larger with each passing day, that money is seeking you out, that prosperity is your natural state of being? I'm not going to tell you that you're about to become richer than you ever dreamed possible, because you can already feel that truth emerging from the deepest part of your being, can't you? Some people struggle with money their entire lives, but you're discovering that attracting wealth is actually the most natural thing in the world when you operate from the right consciousness. You might feel that wonderful tingling sensation that comes from knowing something amazing is about to happen financially, and that sensation is your body's confirmation that abundance is flowing to you right now. It's possible that you'll be shocked by how quickly your financial reality begins matching the wealthy vision you're holding in your mind at this moment. Before you take any action tomorrow, remember this feeling of absolute certainty about your wealth, this unshakable knowing that money comes to you easily and frequently, and perhaps you might carry this consciousness with you always. Allow it to influence every financial decision you make. You could, if you wanted to, simply decide right now that you're going to keep receiving money from multiple sources, and I have a feeling that decision will create an immediate shift in your entire energetic field. That reminds me of something crucial. Every wealthy person you've ever admired started with the same belief you're developing right now. The belief that they deserve abundance and that money will find them no matter what. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have so much money that you never have to think about it again? Well, you're about to find out, because that level of abundance is already making its way into your experience. I can sense that you're beginning to embody the energy of someone who is already wealthy, and that energy is the magnet that draws prosperity into your life automatically. Something tells me you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how many different ways money begins flowing to you once you maintain this elevated consciousness. Your unconscious mind is now programmed to notice and act upon every opportunity that leads to increased wealth, and this program becomes stronger and more effective every single day. What would happen if you allowed yourself to feel completely secure about money, knowing that you always have more than enough for everything you want and need? The sooner you fully accept that you are meant to be rich, that prosperity is not just possible for you, but inevitable, the sooner riches will pour into your life from every direction. And as this happens, you'll naturally want to share your abundance with others, creating even more flow and circulation of wealth in your world. You're probably noticing how confident you feel about money now, how excited you are about all the abundance that's coming, how certain you are that your financial dreams are manifesting rapidly. Right now, in this moment, you're planting seeds of prosperity in your unconscious mind, and these seeds are already sprouting into the most beautiful financial harvest you've ever experienced. Money is coming to you now. Money is coming to you consistently. Money is coming to you from expected and unexpected sources. And this flow will continue to increase as long as you maintain this wealth consciousness you've developed today.